Hey YouTube, it's Zasus. I am here to kind of do a cosplay video thing, and the topic of today's subject is binding for female to male. Let's get started with the different ways to bind. The first method, and this is the first method that I used, was ace bandages, as you can see plainly right here. This is a 6-inch ones, and if you are going to bind with ace bandages, I highly suggest you use the 6-inch ones, because it gives more cover to you when you wrap it around yourself, and it's not as compressed on one specific area. It kind of compresses evenly throughout if you use the wider ones like this. You can get these at any drugstore, CVS, Rite Aid, Walgreens, even Target and Walmart. You can get these at maybe some grocery stores. I don't know. I don't think I've seen any ace bandages at grocery stores, but I don't know. People in different states might have different things that they carry in grocery stores, so yeah. Anyway, this is what I used to use. But basically what I'm going to do is kind of show you. So let me take this off. I am bound right now. I have a compression shirt on, which I will talk about later. But, so, I'm obviously not going to take my shirt off. Yeah, not going to do that, sorry. What you're going to do is you put it high enough that you don't get the, if you have a little bit of extra fat up here on your chest, I guess it's the chest area, like, where your armpit is, you don't want it to be too low, because basically what's going to happen is you're going to get a fold over, and it's going to look really awkward, and it can be covered up easily, but you're going to notice it, and it's going to feel really awkward, and you're not going to like it. So try to avoid that. Put it as far up as you can without it actually being on your armpit. You don't want it to do that either, because then it's going to fold down, and you're going to get that fold over of, flesh anyway. So best thing to do is right about underneath the armpit. So basically, I don't really have anything to hold it down right now, but what I usually do is I wear a sports bra underneath the ace bandage. So basically it's just a sports bra first. You don't want to wear a regular bra, because that's going to defeat the whole purpose of your binding, and you're going to be uncomfortable, and you're not going to have fun. So sports bra, those are really good. Get one that's a little bit smaller. Don't get one that's too tight though, because that's going to be uncomfortable. And don't get one that's too tight on your back, because that's going to be really uncomfortable. So get one that is comfortable, but will compress a little bit to start you off. And then, so what I usually do is I safety pin this edge to the sports bra, so it has less of a chance to slide down throughout the day. So once you have that anchored down, you want to pull it around your body, around your back, and it's, a lot easier to have someone help you, but if you want to do it by yourself, it's totally possible. And you just want to grab it and pull it as tightly as you can, and unfold it if it gets folded like that, and make sure you overlap them. Don't just go straight down one layer at a time, because then throughout the day they will fall, and you'll get like boob coming out, and it looks really weird. Sorry, Naru's right next to me and she's giving me weird looks. So yeah, basically, so you wrapped it like this, and then you want to secure it with more safety pins. And if you really, really want to make sure that these are not going to slide down, you can safety pin the layers together as well. I used to do that. And this is basically the end result. I will stand up for you. But keep in mind, I am wearing a compression shirt as well. So as you can see, I am pretty much completely flat right now. I hope you can see that. This is basically, as you can see, I'm completely flat now. But keep in mind, I am still wearing a binding shirt underneath, so I'm flatter than I would be if I was just wearing this alone, which is another thing I'll be talking about later. So, moving on. When you're done with the ace bandage, you unpin it, obviously, and it's going to feel so good when it comes off. I swear to God. It's like a breath of fresh air. Anyway, yeah, so. As you can see, I am still kind of flat-ish because I have the binding shirt on still. Next, I'm going to talk about the binding shirt itself, which I will show you right now. This is a binding shirt. It is, I think it's made of elastic. And I got this one from Underworks. It's a FTM website that, sorry, my pants are kind of falling out. FTM website that sells basically shapewear and you know, shirts that tuck in the boobs. I just want to let you guys know right now, I am almost a D cup naturally, and this is what this compression shirt does. It like almost flattens completely. And now the thing I want to point out here is with compression shirts, they won't flatten you all the way. I'm just going to say that right now. They're not going to flatten you all the way. The thing you want to remember is they're going to make you appear like you have a man's chest. So they're going to make you look like you have pecs rather than a flat, like prepubescent boy chest. So just keep in mind of that. You can fix that by layering. If you wear, you know, maybe an undershirt over this and then your normal cosplay, you should be fine. You can get this shirt, this particular one I think is a double compression, and it has 2 layers of elastic on the front and then 1 on the back, and it's just like a tank top. And with this one, I do notice I get bunchy right here too, like I explained with the ace bandage. You get like kind of bunchiness, like overhang a little bit, but it's honestly not that bad. Moving on now, I will talk about combining 2 different compression things. Oh, by the way, you can also get binding shirts or compression tops at the website called T Kingdom, but honestly, that's more for smaller chested people. It doesn't really do much for larger boobs. Nari was just fascinated right now, guys. It's just kind of amazing. Combining 2 things. I just tried this today and it worked really, really well. What I did was I put a sports bra first, like I told you. So this is the same process as I told you earlier with the ace bandage. So you put a sports bra on, and then you put this on over the sports bra like I showed you, so wrap it around yourself. And then over the ace bandage you put the compression shirt on. And basically, it gets rid of any pectoral looking chest. It makes you look like a 12-year-old boy, which is good for anime cosplaying, because unless you're like some character that has those things, like Dragon Ball Z guys, then you're gonna want, I mean, I guess I think it looks fine just like this, how I have it with the compression shirt, just like kind of, because I can fix that easily. If I want it completely flat, I can just layer and it's fine. But if you really, 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 really want to become completely flat, then doing both of these at the same time will do that for you. And now I want to advise on something. With these, you want to be very, very careful because you can injure yourself. You can, if they're too tight, you could, pass out from having problems with breathing. You could crack ribs. You could get like bruises. And you can like be in constant pain throughout an entire day. And you don't want to do that when you're supposed to be having fun in cosplay. So do this as lightly as you can with, while you're still able to bind, flatten how you want, but try not to do it too tightly. It's not fun to get injured from an ace bandage. Also, when you're combining the two, when you're doing the ace bandage with the binding shirt, you want to do this less tightly than if you wanted to do the ace bandage alone by itself. Because your compression shirt is going to be compressing you a lot anyway, and this is just a little bit, a tiny bit of added flatness, so you don't want to do this too tightly at all, like barely even pulling on it when you're doing the binding shirt with it. So, just be very careful. My knees hurt.
You're the one who wanted the camera pointed down.
I can't stay on my knees for a long period of time. There goes your blowjobs. I also want to talk about a different kind of binding that I have not tried yet. Naru has. I want to talk about open chest binding. So this is, I haven't done it, so I'm not really going to tell you how to do it. There are tutorials on DeviantArt and YouTube, and don't do them. Just don't do them. Because as much as you want to cosplay that open shirt, the character that wears the open shirt, it's kind of damaging. Naru didn't have it on for that long, so it kind of came off easily, and we were in like a crowded convention hotel, so she was like kind of sweaty. Basically just came right off, but that's only because she was like sweating. Usually it's really hard to get duct tape off, and just don't do it. If you really want to, I guess just be prepared to feel some kind of pain when you take it off, because it's duct tape on your bare skin. And yeah, any kind of adhesive worn for a long period of time will leave scars. Like, it won't even be a question of if, it will leave scars. So just be careful. And with that, that ends my informative little video on binding. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you later in my next video. Bye!